everybody, on today's episode, we're glamping on a date farm. Come here. Oh, today's episode, we are hanging out at a really cool property, but before I show you around, let me explain how we got here. Today's adventure brings us about 2 hours southwest of Phoenix to a little town just outside of Yuma, Arizona. Our first stop had to be a much-needed dose of caffeine. I tried to check out this awesome dog-friendly place called Sunshine Cafe, but it was super busy and I couldn't find any seating. So got that horchata chai latte and breakfast sandwich to go, and we drove down the street a bit where I managed to find the perfect little spot to eat, and we even walked around a little bit. Once breakfast was finished, it was time to hit up a trail and get that energy out. Today, we just chose an easy meander since it was the first kind of hot day of the year, and we headed off to West Wetlands Loop, which is actually the #1 trail that popped up on All Trails, and actually is right in California, on the border of California and Arizona. This 2-mile trail meanders alongside the Colorado River and was the perfect little easy stroll for us. Gorgeous scenery, lots of water to play in, and plenty of shade. Once we finished up at the wetlands, we still had time to kill before check-in, so we headed over to Little Pikachu Wilderness, where I parked the SUV at a random pull-off and we hit the trail to explore. This looks like it would be a great off-roading area, and I definitely want to come back and check it out when it isn't hot and I have more time. So that brings us to our glamping tent. So we are at High Tanks Brewing on Naked Dates Farm. I hope I don't have to do a voiceover. I may, because if you can hear, this tent's actually pretty close to the brewery, which is really cool because you can sit at your tent, drink a beer, eat your dinner, and listen to great tunes. But it doesn't make the best background for YouTube videos. But this is our tent, so let's go ahead inside where the sound's a little bit more muffled and show you around. Alright, so this tent has absolutely everything you could need to glamp in style. So first of all, obviously, the main attraction is the queen size bed, which is outfitted with some cozy blankets. It's pretty warm right now, but it is going to get down to like 48, so those cozy blankets are going to come in handy. I went ahead and upgraded to the s'mores kit, which comes complete with date cookies from the kitchen, so I'm super excited to try that around the fireplace tonight. And then you just have the cozy touches all around with cozy camp chairs, cute little end tables, twinkling fairy lights, and then something that I didn't know was here was this Mr. Bunny heater and propane tanks and extra blankets. So if it gets a little chilly tonight, I will pop that on and we'll be nice and cozy, and I'm super excited for that. And as you can see, Feens already loves the bed. He's nice and cozy, even though it's a little bit warm in here during the day, but we got nice cross ventilation going, and we're gonna just get back to sitting outside and listening to some good tunes and drinking some beer, and we'll catch you up when we get a little bit of food because they do have a kitchen here with some great looking options that of course include dates, and of course we are gonna try them. Oh wait, I forgot to show you the outside. Let's show you the outside real quick. What I love about the outside is you do have a propane fire pit, which is awesome. I'm so going to use this tonight and take advantage of listening to good tunes and making my little s'mores kit. We are in Desert Dweller, which is perfect for us because that is what we are. We've got these 2 chairs out here, and buddy, I think we should sit and listen to some music. Right? Right?
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No, 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 no. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care. 'Cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And though deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No, no. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar and a cheat too.
A crazy windstorm just picked up, so we brought dinner inside for now. We've got another date beer. He's not liking this windstorm. And then I have the sweet and savory flatbread. So blue cheese, dates, pesto, I think, cheese. Put the ingredients here because I don't remember it. And his food is on the floor, but he is not having it. Because yeah, the wind is crazy. I'll let you guys eat first. I had them put it in styrofoam because I didn't want to break a nice plate. So this is from High Tanks Brewery, which, it's okay, but which is right on property where the music's at. Oh no. That's really good. It's really good, bud. It's okay, boo. Oh yeah. Alright, we got a little seance lighting going again. It is now raining. If you can't tell by the way, the tent is moving. It is super windy. Poor fiends. I hope this... I hope it ends soon. This wasn't supposed to be like this. It's still not on the weather app like this. So we are just hunkered down in the tent. We've got a bunch of blankets. It's nice and cozy in here, actually. I had originally planned on doing the s'mores kit. I had that cute little s'mores kit that I had wanted to do and have a fire because there's a propane fire pit, but this wind and rain isn't gonna, I mean, it's just gently raining, but the wind is really bad. So instead of the s'mores kit, I have some wild weenies for Fiends, even though I don't think he's gonna want anything. Come here, you want a wild weenie? Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with them right now because this tent, here, you want a weenie? Yeah. I know you love weenies. And then for myself, you can't have these. I got, oops, a Snickers date and a fudgy brownie bite. So I did get a little treat for myself since I'm not gonna do the s'mores kit. I'll just take the s'mores kit home. I have a little fire pit at home, so maybe we'll do it tomorrow when we get home. But we're gonna cuddle down. I've got a movie downloaded on the iPad, and I hope it stops doing this because yeah, this tent is rocking, and it's very disconcerting, huh? This is why we like a teardrop, because it's hard. And if you're wondering where the teardrop is, it is still getting its brakes fixed. So hopefully tomorrow, bub, right? Or Monday, tomorrow's Sunday. Hopefully Monday the brakes will get fixed, and then we can be back in our hard side where the tent's not going crazy, the walls aren't going crazy. I know, bud. All right, we're gonna settle in, I hope. morning, we slept so great. The wind died down about 20-30 minutes later, and it just had this nice gentle rain that was so peaceful to fall asleep to. So we slept great. It stayed really warm in there, and the only time we actually turned the buddy heater on was in the morning, just to knock out the chill a little. To get us nice and cozy. But we've made some coffee at camp. We are walking around, and I thought right now would be a great time to show you around High Tanks Brewing while there's nobody here. So they do actually open for brunch a little bit later this morning, so I thought there's nobody here, let's show you around how cool of a place this is. Let's go. As you heard from my tent yesterday, there was great live music, and there's live music almost every Saturday and Sunday, and that takes place right here on the stage behind me. For the best entertainment in town, just make sure you are here when we are. Feeny is available for cuddles, hugs, screams. He's got a set of lungs on him. Do you got a set of lungs on you? Do you? Do you got a set of lungs on you? Can you bark? Can you bark like crazy? Yeah? Ooh, I know, all the animals. So, we only show on occasional basis. Yeah? Come on down and Feeny will perform live. Oh, he done. He done. He's also a fickle performer. And then right behind me, as soon as you walk in, you have the whole seating area. So the stage is right there. This is the whole seating area for the High Tanks Brewing Company, and there's a little bistro cafe on here. And this is also Naked Dates Farm. So you can also get dates, but this is open seating, come as you want. Dogs intact, lots of dogs. There were lots and lots of dogs, a couple off leash, but they were really respectful and stayed under their table. So we had zero problems, but very dog friendly seating area. It's also huge, there's a ton. I'll show you around. On property, you have a really large bathhouse to use while you are here. So we got the urinals on one side and the toilets on the other side with sinks with warm water, which is really nice for your use here. So they're a little bit of a distance, but not too bad at all. And your dog literally takes his third poop right in the front, and you're out of bags because it's his third one. And there's people milling about now, so let's go get a bag. Dogs, man. The off-leash dog, he's the owner's. He's actually pretty sweet, but we're gonna just walk away and go enjoy. I always feel like my shots are so chaotic at times, and I just hope you realize it's because this is my real life. Like when you travel solo with a dog and you have your hand with coffee and you have a dog on a leash, and Fiends isn't off leash reactive so much as he's on leash reactive, and it's pretty rare, but when a dog is off leash and he's on leash and there's no other owner around, I just don't know. Like he actually is like acting like he wants to meet Benson, but I just don't know. And with him getting ready to have surgery on Tuesday, oh, I gotta catch you up. See, chaos, guys, chaos. Like I just wanna keep him extra safe. So we will show you the rest a little bit later and drink coffee and chill for a little bit. Wait. Real quick before I do forget to say it, what I was trying to show in that clip before Benson came out was that they do put out a Keurig, and you have K-cups and coffee cups in your tent. So it's only about 7, so it's not like you'd have to wait too long. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know where the Keurig was, and I didn't know it was offered. So I did bring my own coffee setup. But that's really cool for like a slow slow, lazy morning, you can just get your little K-cups up at the front, and they're set up for you, which is really nice. But definitely surprised. Everybody is like, most of the employees that I saw yesterday are already back here and they're getting ready. So Sunday brunches must be a thing. Must be a pretty big thing. So we're just gonna drink some coffee and watch the sunrise. We've just been enjoying walking around this property, drinking coffee, but now it is time to get this glamping tent cleaned up. We don't have to check out for a couple hours, but I wanted to get it all cleaned up, get changed, and that way we can just enjoy walking around more. So let's do that because, yeah, this place is a disaster. Alright, so we got all cleaned up. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. It just, small spaces look even worse. So we got all packed up. I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the stuff to the car. You do kind of have to park a little bit a ways. They have a little trolley, but all my stuff is easily carryable. So I'm gonna take that to the car before we come back and just finish our coffee and walk around a little bit before heading home. But I wanted to give you guys an update on Feeny's health. So if you've listened to the end of the last 2 episodes, you will know that I found a small lump on Feeny's leg and we decided to have a sedate biopsy. So that was on Monday, and the results on that are not definitive. It is either between a soft tissue sarcoma or a disruptive fibroplasia. One is malignant, one is benign. There is good news that it is a really slow moving, slow to metastasize cancer. So with proper excision, life expectancy is really good. The downside is it is in kind of a very difficult spot. If you wonder why you guys don't have a picture of it, it's because it's literally on the underside of his elbow. I've read the pathologist report though, and she was very, very in between the two, and because we don't know its growth pattern, because of its location, I don't have photos of it. Like, I was able to find one video in December that you could see it, because when he sits, it's always his left leg that's out and it's his right leg, so it's just in a really wild location. Like, even people who are looking for it can't find it at first. It's just a widely location to see. But because of me not knowing the growth pattern, it's making it a little bit more difficult to diagnose. So we do have a specialist appointment on Tuesday, but that is not the big news, I guess. So when you have your dog sedated, vets will often ask if you want some other, diagnostics tests run, just because how often do you have your dog sedated? And since he's 8, I figured let's do x-rays, just make sure there's no tumors, things are looking really good. And so they went ahead, sedated him, got the x-rays, and then we're getting ready to do the punch biopsy when they quickly reversed him, because Feens has a peritoneal pericardial diaphragmatic hernia. So PPDH, and in layman's terms, it's where he had a hole in his diaphragm and his intestines have traveled through that up into the sac around his heart. So in the x-rays, his intestines are literally in his chest cavity. But I guess the somewhat positive news about that is I reached out to my vet from when Feens was a puppy, and he had an inguinal hernia, and I just asked her about that surgery, and I asked her if she had any journals or abstracts or medical things that I could read, because I didn't want to go onto the internet untamed. And from what I have read and what she has shared with me is this is 99% congenital. The only other way to get these is through severe trauma, like being hit by a car. And he never was. I've had him since he was 12 weeks old, so no trauma. And because of his severe inguinal hernia, it's likely that during embryonic stage, things just didn't form the way they were supposed to form. So this could very well be something he's had his entire life. And from the abstracts and the journals that I was reading, typically this is found in younger dogs and they'll correct. But in these cases where you find it incidentally because of other things, not because of clinical signs, but just because of other issues, they typically don't surgically treat, and there isn't really a difference in lifespan between surgical and non-surgically treated on the older dogs. 7 3/4 was the age up, and he's 8. So he has 0 clinical signs. As you know, he's incredibly active, but already we're just going to be changing. We're not going to go after a 14er or 13er. I'm just not going to put him through that. And that's with me talking with severe positivity that this is a benign tumor, or that it's very easily managed. The only challenge with the tumor now is sedating him is a little more dangerous because he has reduced lung capacity because of where his intestines are. So all this to say, it's been a lot, and we go in Tuesday. Today's Sunday, so we go in Tuesday for the surgical consult, and they have him coming in fasted because they could do things that day. So, you know, the biopsy was only a needle biopsy because that's all they could get with having to reverse his sedation. So they may do a punch, they may try to excise. Yeah, I don't know. So it's been a lot this week. So we did make a really big decision though, and as long as he's clear and as long as we can get him healthy, that we are gonna hit the road in the camper for a longer time than was planned, because I just want to have all the adventures with him. So I'm actually very emotional about that too. But anyways, but that is why it's been a little bit longer of an answer, is because we don't really know, and I don't really know what Tuesday will bring. So as always, I will keep you up to date, and hopefully, and I'm sending all the positive energy out there, this is gonna go really, really well. And we have an adventure actually planned for next weekend, as long as everything goes well, and we'll be bringing the Teardrop back out. As long as it has brakes, which it should. I believe we're going to fix that on Monday. My dad and the tech are meeting. So I'm going to go with all the positivity in the world, and that's where we're going to start. And we'll face what is needed as it's needed. But this was a much needed weekend, just away, just enjoying him and just enjoying beautiful Arizona desert before it gets too hot, and just living our little adventure life. So welcome to all our new people. We're so thankful to have you here. Thank you for my originals. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the thoughts. I've been getting lots of DMs on Instagram, so thank you for those. And I'll keep you guys in the loop, of course, with everything that goes on. And we will see you guys on the next adventure, wherever the road may take us, because right now we really don't know. Right, boo? Right? Oh. He done. He says peace out. He's straight, like leaving the tent. Bye, guys.